Hi, this is John Waite, and you're about to witness me talking non-stop on Straight Hustler.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, and I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine. I'm plowing dig my earth. No one will level on the line. No man will say what it's worth.
Hey, welcome back to Straight Hustling. This is Darin. Amazing show today. Sit back and listen. We got John Waite on the show. John Waite, the singer, performer, the Babys, Bad English. Man, what a huge career. Can't wait to talk to this guy. Been a fan forever. Got some of my favorite songs ever. Change, Missing You, Isn't It Time? I mean, over and over, just hits. Incredible, man, the career this guy's had. And like I said, such a big fan. Can't wait to talk to him and see what he's doing now. And I know he's got a tour right now, so let's get some more information about that. And without any more delay, let's get John on the phone. What's going on, John?
Hello. How you doing?
Great, man. Very cool to talk to you. Thank you for calling this morning.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure. You know, I mean, you get past 8 o'clock in the morning and look at the things to do, you know. So, it's great to have someone to call up. How you doing down there? How's Nashville?
Man, it's nice today, man. The weather's really good. It's nice and warm here. It's going to be a beautiful day. I might get out and ride my motorcycle a little while and take it easy.
Oh, man, sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, so how's it there? You in California right now?
Yeah, I'm in Santa Monica.
Well, the weather's always beautiful there, right?
What's that?
I said the weather's always beautiful there, right?
Yeah, but it's always sunny, you know, so there's no seasons. And it makes me slightly crazy. But the good thing is that, you know, it's temperate, you know, like I'm only 4 blocks from the ocean and they've got a massive place, so it's kind of like it's always kind of nice, but after a while, you know, you just need a rainstorm or something.
Yeah, yeah, right. How about some snow, man? You like getting the snow every now and then?
Oh, man, I'd love some snow. I'd love some snow, let me tell you. I live for snow. I live for that. I like winter better than summer, so it's kind of a weird place to live, you know.
Yeah, man. I definitely love snow. I've been here in Tennessee for, like 30 years, and I moved from Illinois, and it was a lot of snow there. Not so much here.
Yeah.
But, I miss the snow every now and then, but then when I get it, I'm like, man, come on with the warm weather. Never satisfied.
Yeah, you know, I get it. But, like I say, I mean, I used to live in Nashville and it would get to like 105 at night.
Yeah, right.
It was like ridiculous, you know. It's like so, with it being trapped in that valley, you get a lot of bugs and a lot of heat.
Yeah.
And it gets dry.
Man, I never knew you lived in Nashville. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been coming out to Nashville on and off since about 1992 or something. Then I was living there up to a couple of years ago. I was engaged. I was living with somebody in Nashville, so it's kind of
wow.
Yeah, kind of crazy, really.
Trip. Yeah, wow. Man, I just gotta tell you, I grew up listening to your music, and man, I'm a huge fan. And when I found out I was going to be able to talk to you, I was super excited. So I'm going to tell you thanks again. A big part of my teenage years and before growing up, man, you've had a lot of hits and a lot of great music over the years.
Yeah, it's been a long and broken string of music, really. I mean, it just keeps going. You keep learning. You keep moving forward. You can make a record and you finish that record. I mean, I've just been playing the new Cox Family album that Alison Krauss produced.
Yeah.
And it went straight from that into Rough and Tumble, my last studio record. And I thought, man, I can do better than that. And it's only like 5 years ago, but there's been a lot of releases since then. But every so often you just know that you can do better than you've done, so you just step forward. But which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, some people just stay in one place.
That's it, man. That's
they're a genius, but the whole point is to move forward and find that next chord, you know.
Yeah, that's always that always separates the people that are driven and successful, man. If you can be on the top, but you still think you can always do better, and you're always just driving to do that, you know, just to one up yourself on the next one.
Oh, absolutely. That's really what separates the men from the boys. I think you can get very comfortable playing like 3 or 4 songs and being a big hit, touring and stuff. But I mean, I couldn't do that. I'd rather stay home or do something else. You know, I mean, I think if it's not interesting, you just go through the motions. But then again, a lot of people do go through the motions. I mean, it's a business too, you know.
Yeah. It's a cycle, kind of like I'm the same way, man. I go try to up myself, and I get to a spot, and then I'm like, man, you know, I'll completely change my career path, and I'll go a different way, and everybody will be like, man, what did you quit doing that for?
That's life.
Yeah, man.
That's living a life. That's what life's about. I mean, you know, you would hope that it's always going to be an adventure. You know, every time you get out of bed, something new is going to come along, and you're going to step into it. You know, you would hope so, but not lose track of yourself. You know.
Yeah.
But that's what life's for.
So, man, when did you figure out that you were going to be a singer, man?
Well, I always sang. I sang around the house. You know, Davy Crockett would be on the TV, and I'd be singing along with the opening. You know, Davy Crockett, and I'd be singing along with it, you know.
Uh-huh.
And there was Marty Robbins, there was all the cowboy greats singing songs. And although that was an entirely different style, I mean, it was the Wild West, and it was about, you know, being the lone man in black and all. It was kind of wrapped up in rock and roll before I knew what rock and roll was.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Indians, you know, and the Cowboys and Indians turned into music, turned into rock and roll. And so it was a very seamless kind of progression. And I can't remember when I decided I was going to be a singer. I think I kind of was always kind of shy. I just wanted to play guitar and be in a band, but not be the main focus. And I think I just got given the job because I could really sing. You know, I mean, I heard one of the Babys demos the other day, and I was singing my ass off. And usually, you know, that's so long ago, you think, God, man, I can do better than that, you know. But I heard it, and I thought, not bad, you know, not bad for 20, you know, whatever I was. And it showed a tremendous amount of restraint. You know, some people just go nuts and start singing every note in the book. But I think as a singer, I've always been a kind of a storyteller, and I've always written songs that had stories inside them. So there's a calmer thing happening inside of it all. The blues and country are really all there is. Rock, as we've come to know it, is just like a product. It's like something that doesn't really have a future. It's just for now. Whereas rock and roll or blues and country, it's steeped in history. It's Chicago blues, or it's Appalachian music, or it's 50s country. And then you get the Bakersfield thing, which is more electric, and then you get jazz. You know, you get and a lot of things, but it seems to be rooted in hymn music, Protestant hymns, and the blues, as Bob Dylan said that. That's where it all comes from.
Right.
But there are a lot of people out there that don't reference that. They just listen to these operatic rock singers and think that that's what's going on. And it's huge, you know, which is cool too. But I look at that and I just sort of see through it. I can't really find anything in it that's worth hanging on to. So, I think I'll always be a purist in what I do. I'll always be trying to keep it simple and communicate, you know?
Yeah, man. You perform, you write songs, and you sing. You know, you got a lot of people that kind of do one really well. They might sing, and somebody writes all their songs or anything. But man, you do it all. And
yeah, I mean, last December, I released a 4-song acoustic EP called Wooden Heart. I've always wanted to do that. And there was a couple of songs I wrote in Nashville and a couple of songs that were covers of folk songs, you know.
Yeah.
But singing with the acoustic guitar means as much to me as plugging in and playing in front of 3,000-4,000 people. I mean, the acoustic guitar is is the boss. You know, it's the king.
Yeah. Are you able to, on your shows that you do now, are you able to do your older songs too, from like Bad English? And
Yeah, no, we really do a cross section of. We have to. I mean, there's such big songs. It's like Change, Back on My Feet Again, Head First. Every time I think of you, isn't it time? In dreams, how did I get by without you? Missing you, When I See You Smile. We don't do When I See You Smile, I don't think. We sometimes go into it, but it's so produced. It's like it's not really my cup of tea, I guess.
Yeah.
But there are so many songs that we have to respect the fact that people. It's like the Stones. If you went to see the Stones and didn't do Satisfaction, you'd leave going, well, where was Satisfaction? You know, I mean, there's a point where you've got to be serious about it and look at it like from the audience point of view. But I do allow myself to stop in the middle and do Bluebird Cafe, which is an acoustic song I wrote a long time ago about the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So we stop, and me and Kyle Cook from Matchbox 20, he's on guitar. We stop and we do that song. And we even do a Vince Gill song.
Nice.
I mean, amid all these hits and sweeping big electric songs, we managed to make a show out of it and do the acoustic thing too.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I didn't know if there was any type of restrictions by rights and things for music. I didn't know if that had any kind of restrictions.
Oh, no. There's none of that exists. Once you write a song and put it out there, anybody can cover it. So it's like there's a million bar bands out there doing it.
Oh,
first.
Yeah,
so,
good stuff,
yeah.
So are you doing any shows in Nashville?
Well, would love to.
Yeah.
But, it's difficult. I mean, it's very difficult to get paid the amount of money that it costs to bring a band in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of bands will play for free in Nashville and just do it for beer money, really. But when you're coming from out of town, it's difficult to come in and do somewhere like, 500 seats.
Yeah, you got to get paid to fly all that gear.
Sorry?
So you got to get paid to fly that band and all that gear.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, the hotels and the band and the whole thing. But Nashville is a kind of law unto itself. There's a million bands in Nashville that want to play, so that's the kind of, it's a different culture when it comes to that. So, in answer to your question, it's just tough. It's just real tough to find a place to come in and play.
Yeah, there's definitely no shortages of bands here, so I guess that does play, there's so many here. I could see that driving the price down on what somebody'd be willing to pay. There's so many bands.
I mean, it's not even like, I don't know if you could even like put gas in the car, pay the band and buy guitar strings. I mean, it's pretty, I mean, those kind of bands are sleeping two to a room and stuff. It's rough. I've done it myself. I did it in London when I was playing the Marquee Club on Water Street. We played there once for £5 between three guys and a roadie. And then the guy who won the club ran out and paying us. So, I've seen it from both ends.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty careful. I mean, we play a lot, and it's a pretty great living, really. But the real fun of it is actually going. It's like the flying part I could leave out.
Oh yeah. The
flying part, I'm not a big fan of the airport or being searched or having to answer questions or sit in a seat for 5 hours, but walking out on stage with people that you admire as musicians and playing something like it's your last night on earth, that's about as good as it gets.
Man, that's amazing. I can't. That's the thing with me. I hate flying, but it's a necessary thing sometimes to get where you need to get. And that's so cool that you've been doing what you love for so many years.
Well,
man.
You get used to it. You start to like download a lot of audio books.
Yeah.
You get really good headphones that are noise cancelling headphones. You carry. I have a briefcase now with things in it like a diary, like pens, papers, drawing stuff. Just small things that make it feel like you can get a distraction and a toothbrush. I mean, you just pack a small bag that's got the world in it, really, and that's where you can get from A to B.
the whole flying experience from the beginning to the end, I'm just not a big fan of myself. But
well, flying's all right. It's crashing I don't want to get involved with.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
I think it's all bad from the minute you get there to the minute the plane takes. It's great when you land. You're like, oh, thank God.
Oh, man, yeah. It's worse when you land and you're trying to get off the plane and everybody's just sat there. Then they all stand up and they're trying to get their bags out. It's like, get the fuck out. It's like, I just can't wait to get off the plane. But from that point on, everything's fine.
Man, I'll tell you what a shitty plane ride would be is to be on the airplane sitting next to John Waite and he puts his noise-canceling headphones on. You can't even talk to him.
Well, that's why you buy the noise-canceling headphones.
That's a shitty story for somebody. Man, I rode next to John Waite, but I couldn't talk to him. He wouldn't.
Yeah. That's when you put the sunglasses on and put the noise-canceling headphones on. Yeah. And go to sleep,
Man, do you sleep pretty well on the airplane?
No, not unless I'm really tired. And going there, you're wide awake. If you're on a 4-day run or something, you come back and you can pass out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exhausting. The work is great, but you really got to pace yourself. You got to make sure you get to bed.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure you drink lots of water, take care of, making sure you stay stress-free as much as you can, which is difficult.
Yeah. Well, man, I know you've experienced some highs and some lows, through the years, but I can tell you one thing, man, that you're really blessed, like I said, to be able to play something, and be able to do what you love for so many years.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people that search for the thing they love and never really find it, and man, you got it and really.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, when you start thinking, when you're getting down and stuff about small stuff, I mean, as a kid, when I left art school, I hit London and I had jobs and stuff, and I worked in construction and played at night. And, it's a struggle, it's a real hard struggle just to get signed. I even came to America and joined a band in Cleveland for like 4 months. Then went back to London and found what was going to be the Babys. But, man, it was a long time coming, and a lot of sacrifice,
sure,
a lot of miles. But it's worth every mile, when you finally get to that point. I mean, if you're uncompromising, I suppose you're going to be around for as long as you want to be.
Yeah. If
you play the game, you probably get about 4 years. Yeah. But I mean, I had no choice. I mean, I keep going off and writing songs, and hey presto, I'm back in the limelight. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I bet it was tough getting dates and things, though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about going out on dates. I was just joking. I'm sure it wasn't too bad for you.
Oh no, it's always been, yes, it's been a great life. I mean, I was married for a long time, got divorced, got engaged, broke up, got engaged again. But it's kind of a weird life. I mean, I think that of all the things that I've done, I think I've probably got that wrong.
Yeah.
You'd think that I've got that right. But, I think with the hurly-burly of the whole thing, it's like I kind of lost the plot for a while there. But you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always today, there's always tomorrow. You never know what's going to come through the door.
Yeah, that's one thing I could see it'd be tough on family life, doing a lot of traveling and singing and things like that.
Yeah.
It probably gave you some good songs to write, though.
Yeah, no, it's ironic that the best songs are the ones about why it's not working.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like God's gift, This is going to hurt some, but it's going to make you a lot of money. What? Yeah. But, it's life.
Yeah, right. You still talk to Neil Sean at all? I know you play with him.
I haven't seen Neil for years.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Neil. We just finish with the messages occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
But I just haven't seen him.
Oh, wow, okay. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. I know he had a pretty good career. He's real talented.
Oh, he's out there sailing around, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's out there playing with somebody. So you got a concert coming up in Orlando? I saw that on your website.
Yeah, we got the what is it? The Hard Rock, is it?
Yeah, the Hard Rock.
Well, we have like at the moment we have I think 12, 15 dates between now and the end of November, and we expect to have maybe 5 more come in, and that's about right.
Yeah.
We play about 50 gigs, 60 gigs a year, and that keeps it fun.
Yeah.
I think next year's going to be very busy. We're kind of negotiating the tour, which is for the middle of next year. So, I mean, I don't know. It's become easier, because, like I say, you pace yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't like it used to be when you were opening a bottle of beer in the back of the van going to the airport. I mean, these days around, it's Starbucks. But everybody, you tend to enjoy it more when the work's good. And as you get older, when the work isn't good.
Yeah.
And,
you're more sober now when you're older. You can tell.
Yeah. I mean, you understand how to get through everything without doing those things that young people do. Yeah. I mean, it's just part of being young, and it's great. I regret nothing. It's just that it's much more fun now to pull up a really amazing show. I mean, the show is the reason you go.
Yeah,
nothing else. It's
that's
not
right,
not for the scenery, and it's not for the wine. It's the women. It's nothing to do with that. The show, you are focused on it like a missile. That's what you come for, and you intend to leave them on their feet.
Yeah.
And that's why you come.
Where can you find the dates that you have? Are they all on your website?
If you go to johnwaitesworldwide.com. All the dates are listed there, and I'm on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah, all right, cool.
And so, if you could mention that, that'd be great.
Yeah, definitely. Do you go back and forth to England much?
Yeah, I go back a lot. I go back about 3 times a year.
Oh, cool.
And yeah,
you still have family there?
My mum's still there, so I go back for 10 days at a time and just hang out. I just go and switch off and just be a local again. Go to the pub, have a pint of Guinness, walk around, look at the castle, the canal. It's a beautiful city, Lancaster. So it's great to see my mum too. It's family. So I try to get back there and as often as I can, really.
Yeah. Man, that's cool. That's a long flight.
Well, that's where the noise cancelling headphones come in. And and the audiobooks, because, if you fly Air France and stuff, they have a particularly good red wine. They have Chateau Neuf de Pape.
Oh, yeah, sure.
For the red wine. If you were flying on, like, a different airline, you'd probably have a screw cap, and it's made in New Jersey. But when you fly in Air France, they actually have vintage wines and stuff. So, I try to get the right airline to make the flight.
Yeah, man, I've been drinking me some wine lately. I'm probably going to have some tonight. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
It's good for you.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. But my wife says it's not 2 bottles a day is not good for you. And I was like, well.
2 bottles a day is going in. No. But a couple of glasses, man. If you can keep it down to 2 glasses at night, watching the TV or when you're having dinner, that's a great level to get to.
There's really not but like 2.5 glasses in a bottle. It's not that bad.
Well, they reckon this drink was like 4. Depends how big your glass is. Well, they reckon there's like 4 glasses of wine in a bottle. So if you're drinking a bottle of wine a day, that's quite a lot of wine. You're waiting for the hangover.
It's so good. I'll just fill one of them big solo cups up. I don't use the wine glasses.
Get a straw.
I'll try that. I don't know if I'm going to try that, but. So, man, I'm going to go check your tour dates out. That'd be very cool. I'd love to come see you, man. If I can get some time off and catch one of these shows, I'm going to go check it out. I saw the one in Orlando.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, if you come backstage and we'll try and get a bottle of wine and see if there's 4 glasses of it.
We'll test it out.
2 each.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got some stuff that I usually do on here that we just ask some questions. We call the hustling round. We just ask some questions, and you just say whatever you want to say. You mind doing that?
Sure.
All right. Some of them are a little silly, but what about if you were elected president tomorrow, what's the first thing you would do?
What would I do? I'd make education mandatory for all different classes of people, all children in America. And I'd pay teachers more money. I'd pay them a civilized wage because they don't get that.
Yeah.
And what else would I do? I would get rid of anything that was toxic. that was in manufacturing. I would get rid of all nuclear power stations. I would go to solar power, and I would go for disarmament of nuclear weapons around the world. That's what I would do.
Man, you got a lot of work ahead of you.
No, it's not possible, but I think the education thing is.
Yeah. The education thing's a little tricky, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you want everybody to have the same opportunities and the same, the
You
same
do.
chances.
You're not going to have a better world without kids being educated as equals. And the very unfair thing is that teachers love to teach, and they're born to teach, and they do it for next to nothing, and they do.
Yeah.
And the teacher's wage is so low, it's an insult. And the only reason it's so low is because they can get away with paying them next to nothing. And they should make it mandatory that they get a civilized, decent wage that's because they do an incredibly important job. There's a lot of things out of kilter,
Yeah.
A lot of things, like the veterans, they should be better taken care of.
Right.
I mean, the homeless situation should be annihilated, should take care of that. But I think, these are all social programs. These are things that concern everybody, but politics is usually about big business.
Sure, yeah.
And the man in the street is the last thing that people consider in politics.
That's tough, though,
Ironic.
man. That's tough because I could see you wanting to give everybody a good education, but then you got your education stops when you're at school, and you still got to come home too. And if your parents ain't worth the shit, and they're not willing to step up and take their part, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
You got to share some of the responsibility on
But
things.
everybody should know how to read and write and do math.
Yeah.
And they should have a knowledge of history. But with a computer, everybody's stepping up there.
Yeah.
It's more equal than it used to be. So onwards, man, onwards.
What a tough job to be a teacher. You're right, though. Wow, that'd be a tough.
Yeah, it's crap. It's really no respect, and they do such a great job,
Yeah, you got that right. I got some good ones out there. How about who would your vice president be?
Joe Biden. Actually, Hillary Clinton.
I'm available.
I think Hillary's got a real good shot of going in there. She's been in world politics, really beating the bushes and putting in the miles and flying all over the world, mending fences and creating windows to stop a lot more trouble than I think we realize. I think she's a good, she can put it across when she speaks. She's a very intelligent woman, and if Hillary got in, you'd have the husband too. You'd have
Bill. Yeah.
Bill. He'd be putting his 2 cents in too. She'd have a double whammy. But if I was president, everything would be completely upside down in a week.
Well, we'd have a coup on our hands. Hey, man, she's got a lot of scandals going on too right now. She doesn't tip. I mean, come on, you got to have someone that's going to tip well.
Yeah.
You saw on the news she went somewhere and didn't tip the people.
Oh, well, that's okay.
All right, how about, I don't even know if you like any of these. How about Van Halen or Van Hagar?
Ooh, Van Gogh.
Is that the next group?
No, that's just a good painter.
That's a good painter.
But, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about any of that, really. I listen to sort of like blues music.
Yeah. So you don't have a favorite heavy metal band, huh?
Not really, no.
No Iron Maiden or anything?
Nah, I honestly don't. I mean, I just don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all right. Yeah.
I really. Yeah.
All right, here's one we got for you. You're stranded on a deserted island. You have to pick one person to be with you. We had Neil Sean, Ted Nugent, Megan Fox, or Rod Stewart.
Megan Fox.
That's not a tough choice, huh?
Rod's good company, though.
Yeah.
Rod's good company. Yeah, he's a great guy. But
Yeah, there's no choice there. How about your favorite drink?
A good red wine.
Oh, yeah.
Cabernet, yeah.
Pick a performer or a band right now that you would like to do one show with if you could.
Oh, man. Well, we did the gig with Rod Stewart a couple of weeks ago, and it was phenomenal. We had like 10,000 people on their feet, and it was And Rod was great.
Man, I wish I'd have caught that. That'd have been a hell of a show.
Oh yeah, no, and Rod was just great. He said some great stuff about me on the stage, and I thought, wow, this would be a great bill. So I would have to say that. I think if I could go out on the road right now with anybody, it'd be Rod.
Yeah, man, I love Rod Stewart, man. He's always been a classic too, man.
Yeah, yeah.
How about your favorite vacation spot through all the years?
Well, vacations are pretty few and far between for me. I can probably tell you I've been on vacation 5 times, maybe even less.
No.
My life's a vacation. I think New York City. I spent 20 years of my life in New York City, and it's home no matter where I go. And the only other place would be Lancaster, England, where I'm from, because that means just as much to me as New York City.
Sure, yeah, you go there and relax. Yeah. Cool. All right, man, I got one for you. Your favorite Nashville podcast?
Well, it's your podcast, obviously.
Shit.
Every chance I get, I listen to it. Dan Carlin, yeah.
We got some good people coming up.
Absolutely, yeah. Come on.
We got some good people coming up. You should listen to us. Maybe we'll get Rod on here next. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, come on. I love the podcast. I really do listen to a lot of podcasts. They're great.
I need to if I get a hold of Rod Stewart, I'll have both of y'all at the same time. That would really be cool.
Well, no, he's you can ask Rod to do something like that, and he'll just show up. And then if you ask him to be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he's suddenly got a cold. He doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do.
That's awesome, man.
But he's surprisingly friendly. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you want to mention that I got a new album out. It's called In Real Time. And it's a live album that came out a couple of years ago, 5 years ago. But we got the rights back, dug out a couple of new tracks, remastered it, and there's a Dylan song on there called All Along the Watchtower, but it's just hit the stores.
Man, if you ever come back to Nashville, please let me know, man. I'd love to hook up with you. I'll buy you a glass of wine and get a picture, man. That'd be fabulous, man.
Well, you never know. So stay in touch.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely will, man. So like I said,
fabulous.
Very cool to speak to you, man. Thank you very much for coming on.
Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Let me know when you're going to air this thing, and I'll tune it in.
I definitely will, and I'll let you know if I'm going to make one of your shows, man. I'm definitely going to try to do it. Like I said, I've always been a huge fan.
That sounds great, and I'll get the bottle of wine ready.
All right, man. You have a great weekend, man, and love all your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks very much. God bless you.
You too. Bye bye.
See ya.
That's the show. John Waite right here on Straight Hustlin'. Nothing but amazing, man. What a cool cat John is, man. Check out his new album he's got coming out called In Real Time. It's got a lot of the hits from over the years and some new songs he's got on there. And, man, I can't even get over how cool was that to have John on the show. Just been a fan forever, and hopefully be able to hook up and meet him sometime, whether it's in Nashville or if we can make a show where he's on tour somewhere. And man, how cool would that be to show up for a show and Rod Stewart be there? Ridiculous. Oh man. So alright, for more information on Straight Hustlin', please go to www.str8hustlin.com. We're on iTunes Podcast. We're on Facebook, Twitter. Check us out. And if you got any comments, please leave them. Anybody you'd like to see on the show, please let us know, and we'll do our best to try to get them on the show. So I'm getting out of here. Gonna enjoy the rest of this day. Enjoy the rest of my weekend. Just talked to John Waite. Feeling pumped. Very cool. So if you ain't hustling, you ain't living. I'm out.